Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and into another cash stuffing video. If you are new here and interested and it's your type of thing, then do please stick around. Alright friends, so as you can see, I'm not at my normal location. My mom is here, and so I snuck off into my bedroom to film this video. I do apologize for, I'm in the floor right now in my bedroom, and the lighting's probably all wonky. And for those of you guys who follow along with me, I haven't posted a budget video in a couple of weeks. Last week we got a ton of snow, and so I didn't go to work, I didn't leave my house, I couldn't go to the bank, I did none of that fun stuff. So I'm gonna be stuffing $480. I'm not sure if I will be stuffing anything next week or not. It is the last paycheck of the month for us. This technically would be paycheck number 3. I kind of just did what I had to do. Plus my mom was in town, so we kind of just spent money. A couple things happened. We had to go and get an x-ray, all the things. So you will see as I reconcile my money. I know that my cash envelopes are quite messy right now, and that's because over the course of the last 2.5 weeks or so, I've just been pulling money out as I need to, and I haven't been putting anything in there until today. So bear with me as I try to figure out this mess that I have going on, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. I didn't put anything in my cash envelopes. I haven't done that. So I didn't have anything left to pull out of here. So we're gonna start with the envelopes for my wallet. Let's see. So groceries we are doing online, of course. We did Walmart grocery pickup. We were barely able to get into town, and I just went and got things that I needed for the week. In the next 2 weeks probably I'm gonna do a huge grocery stock up. The month of February is kind of wonky anyway because it's a short month for everybody. So in the first paycheck in March, the first Friday's paycheck in March, I'll be able to get a better idea of when I'm gonna do that grocery pickup, depending on, you know, what is left over in my buffer, in my checking account left over from when I go to pay the bills at the first of the month. So anyway, long story short, I'm not putting anything into my grocery envelope because it is, I already did it online. Let's see. I don't know how every week my envelopes get all out of wonky. Somebody did request for me to put these in my Etsy store, and I will get to that, I promise. Fortunately, we didn't lose power or anything like that, but I won't, and I'm almost done with my office. So you know, you guys know that we moved, and so I've been making an office. I'm almost finished with that. So as soon as I am able to put these online in my Etsy store, I will do that for you guys. But personal always gets 40. And y'all, I spent so much money. So many things came up. So the money, a lot of the money that was in my cash envelopes is gone, and as I get to that envelope, I'll kind of explain that to you guys as well. Miscellaneous is going to get 20. Hopefully I don't have to spend any money. I will be going back to work tomorrow, which will be Monday the 21st. Spending is going to get 30, but I'm hoping that I don't have to spend this. We'll see. You never know. Things just come up. The kids haven't been in school for 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks. Gas will get 60 as per usual. So 20, 40, 60. And I'm kind of really rushed to do this, so I might be off on my calculations a little bit. We'll see by the time we get to the end. I think I need a couple more 10s, so hopefully I have some in my book here. The only thing I did do last week was make sure my kids got their allowance put in their sinking funds here. So I did do that. I was blessed to do that. So Liam will get 10 added to his, so he'll have a total of 30. Shoving that down in there. Jack also will get 10, and Jack did have his birthday situation during this time, so I'm gonna take these two 10s out of here and replace it with a 20. That'll give me the change probably that I need, but he did have birthday money in here, so he has quite a bit more money in here than what he normally would have, because he did get some of his birthday money from his little birthday party. So I'm gonna put a $10 back in there. Actually, what I think I'll do is I'll take these two 10s and put them in here, giving him another 20, and then give him back the 10. So he should have $80. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80. And if I can swipe those $5 bills out of there at some point, I will do that. $50 of that is his birthday money. And then Ethan, of course, will get 10 as well, so he'll have 32. We're not putting anything in family fun this week because we've been stuck in the house doing all kinds of fun family things. And I'm not going to put anything in buffer this week either, just because I don't think we'll have a need to. Pets will get 20. So we'll put that in there. I think we're good for a little bit. I've decided that I'm going to stop funding this sports envelope here for a while. I have been putting money in this, but because we're not going to any sporting events, I think I'm just going to leave that unfunded until a sports starts. In school, we don't have to do anything to. And house cash, we will go ahead and put 20 back in here. I did spend that 20, or the money that was in there. I think it was 40 or 50 actually, taking my mom out to eat at one point or another during her visit. So that's all for that one. We're gonna move right on in to this guy. Let's see if I can. Okay, so clothing, I did have to take $100 out of clothing. We needed like gloves, mittens, you know, things like that, hats or whatever. So I did take out 100 and buy some things that we needed, but we are gonna go ahead and get her going again, and we're gonna put a $20 bill in there, so that's gonna leave us with 50. Vacation will get 20. It's almost time for us, well, not almost time, but vacation has 100, 20, 40, 60. So we will put another 20 in there, giving us 180. Let's see, graduation also gets 20. And graduation should have the same. 100, 20, 40, 60, and we're gonna put another 20 in there, so that's gonna give us 180 in there as well. Christmas will get 10. 20, 40, 60, 70. Car maintenance, I did have to pull some money out of car maintenance, so we're kind of almost back to square one. I only have $10 left in there. Something happened to my husband's car. I don't know what he needed, but he needed something. So I did have to pull money out of that envelope in the last 2 weeks. So we are starting kind of over on car maintenance, so that's going to give us $30 back in there. Sports, we are putting $10 in. So 20, 40, 50, 60 in here. And medical, I took everything out of medical because we had to go, somebody fell and we had to go and get an x-ray. Everything turned out okay, but I did have to pay that copay. So starting medical back over with a $10 bill. Back to school also will get 10. 20, 40, 60, 70. Kind of feel like whenever like something traumatic happens, like we get, you know, 2 feet of snow in a 2-week time frame, it usually happens that everything just kind of goes south there, you know what I mean? So we had a lot of things go on, even though we got snowed in, that we had to end up taking care of. Gifts, I pulled all this money out of here because it was Jack's birthday and he went to like a gaming place with some of his friends, so that money came out of here to pay for that. Car insurance, while I was looking at my online Capital One accounts, and I have like my car emergency fund set up, and also that money goes, the insurance money goes into that fund, and then I usually just pay 6 months car insurance at one time. I ended up having enough money in my, there was $180 in here, I think, so I took that back to the bank, transferred it over into my Capital One account, and I have my $1,000 emergency fund, car fund in there, plus I have enough money to pay my next 6 months worth of car insurance. So I won't need to fund this for a while because my next 6 months premium is not for about 3 months. So I won't need to do anything with that until I pay that, but I'm gonna, of course, leave the envelope in there to get going on that. Jim had to get his seizure medicine. That's our husky. He's got epilepsy. And so I took the money out of here to pay for his medicine. So we're starting this one back over at 20 as well. Subscriptions, ain't getting anything. I don't need anything for the shop. We've already paid our car tags and taxes for this year, so I won't have to start saving up for next year until closer, like halfway through the year. So I'm just gonna not put anything in there. I'm gonna allocate the money elsewhere until it's time that we need to put money in there, of course. And the pool, last year I searched and searched and searched to find a pool cover for my pool, and I couldn't find one. Everybody last year was buying pools, and all the pool supplies were out by the time that we moved into this house. But I did find one online, so I deposited that money back into my checking account and ordered one, a pool cover for my pool. There's a pool cover on it now, it's just not in very good shape. So I took the $80 out of there and bought a pool cover. So we're starting over with that at $10. And then big ticket items is also going to get 10. So that's going to give me 30 for in there. So that is all for this one as well. Let me put this stack back in my wallet. Oops. Groceries goes in there too, even though there's no money in there. Okay, so that's going to bring us down to the savings envelopes. And in home savings, home projects, we ain't putting anything in there. It's winter time, so we kind of just have kind of stopped working on the house, especially in the last 2 weeks when we got all the snow. We really can't come in and out, back and forth from the shop back into the house and carrying on. So we're kind of at a standstill with that for now, but we will start putting money back in there when we de-thaw. Home savings will get 20, and let me see, I believe last time we got paid, or the end of February, no, not the end of February, the end of January, I deposited that money into the into my savings account. I'll have to go back and look and see. End of the month sinking. So I should have 340. I have 340 in both my home savings and regular savings. So I put 300 of each of those back into my checking account. So I only have the 40 here, and we're going to be adding this. I did shove $5 bills in here over the course of my mom being here. So I don't know how much $5 bills is in here, but I did take them out of my wallet and put them in here. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And I'm going to be adding $15 to that because this is what was left over in my wallet. So $5 bills, we're adding 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So we have $50 in there on top of the $220 that's already in my safe. So that's going to give me $270, which is pretty good. I didn't have any $1 bills, so wait a second. This is 52 weeks, my bad. So my 52-week challenge, this one is my $25 challenge. I do believe now it's going to put me like a week behind, but I will catch that up at some point, and I'll just add that in because I didn't do cash stuffing last week. So I'll be a week behind in both of my 52-week challenges, but I will make up for that probably the beginning of March when we get paid at the beginning of March. And I probably won't include that. I'll probably just make it up in there. So 20... and then this $5 bill will go in here as well. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 200. No. Girl. 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 175. But there should be 200 in there, but like I said, I will add that when I get paid next week and make that right. The same with the $10 challenge. I need to put $10 in here. So we're gonna have 20, 30, 40, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. That is right. I don't know how that happened exactly, but that is right. And this $30 goes to my husband. So that is, no, I need to add this $10 in here because that would be five weeks in January, and thus far 3 weeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this $10 in here, and I'm gonna give that 20 to my husband. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So my $10 challenge envelope will be right, and I'll just have to go in and correct my $25 challenge. And that is gonna do it for the cash envelope stuffing for this week. Like I said, I need to give this to my husband, and we will be done. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hopefully, I'm back on track now. We will see. I will catch you guys next week or the first week in March. I will have another one ready for you guys. It just depends. I will have a very tiny paycheck next week because I haven't worked in almost 2 weeks, and we're 2 weeks behind. So I'll have a pretty small paycheck, so I don't know if I'll do a cash stuffing video next week or not, but we will see. So tune in for that if you're interested. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of what's left in this weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.